Do 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 da 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 ba 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 ba. All right, let's do it, everybody. Week 2 of the Forward Down the Field podcast, fantasy edition. Week 2 picks brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook and Bengay. Week 2 first game is the game of the week. It is the champion going up against What the Hill. It's the battle of Lamar Jackson against Josh freaking Allen. Uh, let's just start here, honestly. I know I'm a little biased. It is my matchup, but let's face it, guys. Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, everyone wants to watch them play. They happen to be on what was impressive fantasy performances last week in week 1 for both our squads. Let's go. Let's start with Jim's squad here. We just touched on him. He's got Lamar Jackson in a very favorable matchup, in my opinion, playing at home against Cleveland. I think Lamar is going to have a good day. Is it going to be Lamar or Derrick Henry getting a lot of the carries? I don't. It could go either way, obviously. What I'm hoping happens is Lamar and Baltimore, they're up big going into midway in the third quarter, and they just want to run the ball without trying to get Lamar hurt. So they just hand it off, screen passes, or just run with Derrick Henry. So I feel good about it going to Derrick Henry more than Lamar, but Lamar is going to get at least probably low 20s, if not maybe creep into the high 20s, low 30s. So it's going to be a good game for Lamar against Cleveland, obviously. Gibbs needs a bounce back performance. Obviously, 15 points last week against the Packers was decent for fantasy, but as Lions fans and how we need him to be carrying our offense. We need the offensive line to do what they have to do, but obviously we need Gibbs to get in the end zone. We need Gibbs to be more effective running between the tackles, him and Montgomery both. That is a huge thing for our matchup this week because he's got the young stud, in Gibbs, and I got Knuckles, I got Montgomery. I really hope Monty, who I still think is going to have a good role in this offense. There's no doubt that Gibbs is going to be the stud. But Montgomery will be fantasy relevant, and I think hopefully he'll be startable, and that's what I'm banking on. Because if not, I have a bigger issue at running back than I had thought moving forward in this season. Josh Jacobs, though, is his second running back. We'll see him tonight when he plays Washington. I do like Josh Jacobs, and I think they're going to have a good offense up there in Green Bay. Their wideouts are a couple years now in the league. They're all young. They're experienced in this offense. They haven't really been out there all together. I know Christian Watson's still out with an ACL, but he just got paid. It's not like that guy's going anywhere anytime soon. This is a wide receiver core that has been around, like I said, for a couple of years, and with getting Micah Parsons, it's kind of hard to think that the Lions could win. Not necessarily hard to believe that they can't win or can win 3 division titles in a row. It's hard to do in the NFL. We just lost coordinators and good ones at that. And then they got that big addition in Micah. I think the Lions go probably 10-7 this year, which is a good year. I think they get in the playoffs, but I can see the Packers going 12-5 or 11-6. So anyway, I do like Josh Jacobs. Back to this though. Garrett Wilson, I already touched on him in the last episode where if Justin Fields is going to feed that rock to Garrett Wilson the way that he did last week, Garrett Wilson is going to be huge for fantasy. It's exciting to see because his quarterback play last few years in New York has just been subpar to say the least. It's been embarrassing. Felt bad for him. Even though he's a Buckeye, he's a tremendous talent, and fantasy football is just better when Garrett Wilson is catching balls. So hopefully, he can continue that, but hopefully not this week. But DJ Moore, Chicago Bears, line defense did not look good last week, especially against the pass, in my opinion. Hopefully, they can get back on track this week. But DJ Moore, I honestly think it's between him and Odunze as the wide receiver 1 this year. Hopefully, DJ Moore for Jim can do good. But honestly, let's see. Terrion Arnold got cooked last week again. More of that from last year. Hopefully, DJ Moore, assuming Arnold is on him, hopefully he can shut him down. Tyler Warren against Denver, tough matchup, but Tyler Warren I think is going to be a stud. exciting there for him. Pacheco against a tough Philly defense. I hopefully he's going to get in the end zone for you, but he's touchdown dependent, I think, in that this week against Philly. Cooper Cup, I gotta see it before I love it with him. So I don't really care for his flex plays this week, and it's something against Pacheco. It's just Philadelphia's front in that game. But yeah, Broncos defense at Indianapolis. I like Broncos defense every week. I mean, he's not going to be streaming defenses. He's just going to be playing the Broncos D. So that's why he took them when he did. Better to have that than to stream defenses on a weekly basis. Brand Aubrey, yeah. So yeah, Jim's got a good chance to beat me this week. He's slightly favored, about 1.21 points over me. It's basically a coin flip. My team, Josh Allen at the Jets. The Jets just gave up 34 points to Pittsburgh. I think Josh Allen's going to feast once again. Amari and Hampton against the Raiders Monday night. I'll be staying up to watch that, and what I think will have to be a decent game for me to pull. It's a big night for me in Monday Night Football. I got two Chargers and Mike Evans. So I'll be watching Monday Night Football, that's for sure. But I do like the matchup there. I think Amari and Hampton's he's gonna run. I liked how he looked in week one. Game script though. Uh, they just did play action. I mean, a lot of passes. I mean, it was a hell of a game plan by Harbaugh. But I'm thinking Omarion Hampton's going to be a good player for me, a good starter for me in that Harbaugh offense. So exciting to see there. David Montgomery, I talked about him. Puka, I like him against the Titans. Shakir, I got that stack with Josh Allen this week against what is a bad Jets defense, it looks like. Laporta, I think, is going to have a really good year fantasy this year. Got an emergency. Uh, Sam Laporta, yeah, I think he's gonna have a good year this year. Mike Evans, stud as always. Monday night against the Texans on the road. I picked up Quentin Johnston. I like the Cardinals' defense against Carolina at home. Picked up Prater. Just moved up in the practice squad for Buffalo while Bass is out. Yeah, tough matchup here. I'm going with me. Josh Allen. I picked him. I picked him the way that I picked him because I'm just so confident. And after what I saw in the Jets last week, uh, defensively, I think he's just going to feast. Nakua's going to feast. Laporta's going to have a big game. Evans, Quinton Johnson. I think what it comes down to is I think I really like my flex over Jim's flex this week anyway. And looking at who he can maybe slide up there, there's really no one that's going to really change how I feel. So I'm going to go with me in week 2. Good luck, Jimbo. Next matchup, we got the 0-1 Bend the Knee Jeffs against the 1-0 William Wonderful Team Birds. This is evenly matched, 50-50. Dak Prescott against Trevor Lawrence. Prescott at home against the Giants. Trevor Lawrence at the Bengals. Bengals defense sucks. Giants defense is a little bit better. That's a toss-up for me. Let's move on to the next position here. Achan at home against the Patriots. I think the Patriots are going to win this game, but Achan's going to get fed early and often. That team sucks. Bucky Irving at home against the Texans. I'll go Achan there, obviously, in fantasy purposes. James Cook or Jalen Warren. I'll go James Cook. Yeah, I'll go James Cook there. I think he's going to catch some balls. I think he'll get in the end zone. Give me them against the Jets over Jalen Warren, Amon-Ra, or Nico. Uh, Man, Nico was such a disappointing game last week. Same with Amon-Ra. Amon-Ra's at home. Give me St. Brown in that one. So another point to Bird. Flowers were in Jigba, JSN or Flowers. Man, wow. Give me Zay. Give me Zay in that one. Njoku or Jawan Johnson. Uh, man, Fannin. I think Njoku and Fannin are both going to get used. They use two tight end sets quite a bit. Jawan Johnson, a little flash in the pan last week. They're going to be throwing the ball a lot, though. Give me Jawan Johnson just because, I have a feeling. You know what? No, give me Njoku. They're going to be passing the ball a lot. Flacco likes his tight ends. Let's see. Oh my God, Brees Hall looked so good last week, and Calvin Ridley did not. I'll go with Breece Hall playing Buffalo. He's going to be getting some work out of the backfield, catching balls. They're going to be playing from behind. Yeah, Breece Hall with the big day there, fantasy purposes. Jalen Waddle. Jalen Waddle, no, 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 no. Not a big fan. Not a big fan. This is another thing that's kind of going down like how Jim and I were even. I like the flex plays with Bird. I mean, Ibuka and Breece Hall or Calvin Ridley and Waddle. Yeah, I'm going Bird in this matchup, and that's basically why. All the other positions I feel like are very close. That's gonna be the difference maker for me. Look for Bird to go 2-0 and Jeff to fall to 0-2. Next game we're gonna have Chase D's nuts. Now watch this drive. 0-1 Martin Andersons against the 1-0 Racial Draft Drews, who really did not show up last week. Got lucky. Some witchcraft, try and take out Xavier Worthy. AJ Brown with one catch, one target for fucking 8 yards. Excuse my language. Sorry for all the kids that are watching. But yeah, both these teams should be 0-1, but I digress. Joe Burrow, we all love him. Bo Nix, not a good week last week. Joe Burrow is at home against Jacksonville. I expect that to be a win. I expect Joe Burrow to get back on chase with or get back on track with Jamar Chase. So yeah, I like Joe Burrow to outperform Bo Nix for sure. Tracy against Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan Taylor, little stinger last week I heard, which sucks. Like I have him in a different league. Playing a tough Denver defense. Or Tyrone Tracy at Dallas. That's a tough matchup. I'm going to take Jonathan Taylor just with pure usage. New York might get down and have to throw the ball more. Taylor will get some of that work out of the backfield. Yeah, give me Jonathan Taylor in that one. Let's see here. We got Javonte Williams or Alvin Kamara. Kamara against San Francisco. Last week, San Fran ate up Charbonnet and Ken Walker. Javonte did have some good work. I expect that to continue. Give me the Javonte in that one. Jamar Chase against CD Lamb. Wow, what a matchup for wide receivers here. Give me Chase, though. I expect Chase to get back on track. This could be like one of those games for Burrow and Chase where they connect for time and time again. Uh, yeah, I think that's gonna weigh heavy in this matchup. Let's see, Marvin Harrison Jr. or the rookie McMillan. I'm gonna go Harrison at home against Carolina. I don't know who Will Johnson's going to cover in that Carolina offense. It might be the rookie. If that's the case, I like Will Johnson to shut him down. Brock Bowers against Travis Kelce. Brock Bowers got a little banged up last week. His knee looks like that he's fine. It says, he took a little hit on the knee. There are no concerns moving forward. Let's see. Elected to hold him out for practice. Let's see. Several arrived no later than Thursday. Today's Thursday. We'll hear more about it. But if Bowers plays, I like him over Kelce. That's for damn sure. McBride at home against Carolina or Connor at home against Carolina. I mean, that's such a tough one right there. I mean, it's just going to depend on who gets in the end zone. They're both going to get a lot of play. Moving on to the next spot. Mark Andrews. Oh, God. Or Travis Hunter. And Jacksonville's going to have to be throwing the ball, I'm sure. Who's Marty able to maybe throw up in there instead? There's really no one that you feel good about. Oh, man, hold your breath, man. Mark Andrews for sure. Not getting my vote. Give me the Rook. Give me the Heisman Trophy winner, Travis Hunter, to win that matchup there. Vikings defense at home against Atlanta for Drew, or the Seahawks defense on the road all the way from the West Coast to play Pittsburgh. Give me the Vikings defense there. Boswell, Pittsburgh at home against Seattle, or Dicker the kicker on the road Monday night. Give me Cameron Dicker the kicker. And that Chargers offense put up some points. All right, moving on to the next matchup. We got Farmer Fran. Oh God. We got Farmer Fran 0-1, the Jack DiGiovanni's, who didn't put up 100 points last week, pinching his nipples and all in his icon. Playing the grit newcomers, the Doms. Also 0-1 with even a worse performance last week, I do believe. Hi, I'm now live with a fan watching through a screen door. But yeah, we got the Farmer Friends and the Grits going at it this week. They're both 0-1. It's a big matchup. We got Justin Fields, who I think is actually pretty exciting for fantasy this year. I mean, we saw it last week. Jack made an emphasis that, he didn't feel good with his quarterback position. He went out and picked him up, and that was a good move, I think. In a game this week against Buffalo, who obviously it's going to be a high scoring game, we all think. And, if Fields can, be healthy like he is right now, he will be very relevant in fantasy football. Going up against Kyler Murray. I heard Murray last week was very ill. He played through it, still had a decent fantasy game, and got got the win on the road, rather. Give me Justin Fields though to beat Kyler in this week, just because Fields is going to be Superman to just try to keep this one close against Buffalo. McCaffrey or Chase Brown. I'm gonna go with McCaffrey, but my God, they have to start limiting his touches early in the year. They have to be careful, or he's just gonna get hurt too. But give me McCaffrey in that matchup. I do love Chase Brown though. DeAndre Swift at Detroit or Tony Pollard against the Rams. Give me Tony Pollard. Detroit's been pretty good against running backs, dating back to I believe a couple of years. So I expect that to not be any different this year. Brian Thomas Jr. At Cincinnati for Dom or Terry McLaurin for Jack. At Cincinnati, Brian Thomas Jr. is going to be looked to early and often, where McLaurin's just big play. He doesn't really catch many balls. He might catch 4 or 5 on average a game. That's just what he does, but he usually makes the best of what he gets. So give me Brian Thomas Jr. McLaurin's playing Thursday night. Easier for the defenses to have that short week turnaround than the offenses. Um, Wide receiver twos, Metcalf against T. Higgins. That's a that's a toss up for me, just because Metcalf's the wide receiver one in that offense at home against a defense traveling across the country, and T. Higgins at home against a sus defense, I believe, in what will be a high scoring game. So that's a toss up to me. Fannin Jr. at Baltimore or Brandon Strange at Cincinnati. Give me Strange there. Obviously, Fannin with the nice week last week, his debut, but let's just see what he does going forward there. Justin Jefferson or Devontae Adams. Obviously, I'm going Justin Jefferson there. The gritty, he's the man, arguably the best in the game. Next flex position, McConkey or Tucker. Obviously, I'm taking McConkey there. So again, we're talking another matchup where that double flex position is playing a huge part in who I'm going to take this week. And again, I'm going to be taking Jack in this matchup. Just the double flex is wow, it's just really a new dynamic. It's very important that you have a good double flex. So it appears. But yeah, I'll go with Farmer Friend to get 1-1 and Dom 0-2 after week 2. Next matchup, we talked Bed Bath and Beyond, who got totally screwed last week against Drew. Witchcraft. It's just embarrassing that Drew has to fall to such negative ways to make his team relevant. You can fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Patrick Mahomes or Jalen Hurts for Jeremy. Jeremy 0-1, terrible performance, by the way. 84 or 88, or not even, I don't even know, 8 in the 80s. Just embarrassing. Really embarrassing. Anyway, Hurts or Mahomes. Hurts plays Mahomes this week. I think Hurts going to have better matchup than Mahomes, or better points than Mahomes this week. I like Philly in that matchup. So I'm taking Hurts. Bijan at Minnesota or Genty at the Chargers. Yeah, I'm taking Bijan there. Travis Etienne or Kyren. Uh, I'll go Etienne in that matchup. He might get some balls out of the backfield at Cincinnati. JMO against AJ Brown. I'm going AJ Brown. He's gonna complain. He didn't do shit last week. Hopefully JMO as a big play or two in our matchup. But yeah, I'm gonna go with AJ Brown. Obviously, she hasn't subbed out Xavier Worthy yet. I mean, she probably is gonna put in either Juju or move Myers up and put in J.K. Dobbins. Either way, uh, yeah, I'm gonna go with Hollywood no matter who she plays there across the way there. Hollywood benefit of the doubt with the injury to Worthy. Kind of stupid. Drew screwing her back-to-back weeks. Hawkinson or Zach Ertz. I'm going Hawkinson. All right, here's the flex plays. We're either going to have Myers or Dobbins against Devontae Smith. I'm going to go with whoever Brenna puts in that flex position over Devontae. And then it's going to be Diggs against Aaron Jones. Unless he moves up and someone different. I'm not big on Aaron Jones this year, so but I'm not really knowing anything about Diggs. I mean, looking at Brenna's bench, she could probably drop Bigsby. I mean, he got traded, and he's just going to be doing kick returns, I think, in Philly. So, but yeah, let's see here. It's a tough matchup. Where's it going to come down to? Looking at it, it looks like to me it's going to come down to running back play or quarterback play. I do give the advantage to Hurts in quarterback play, but I give the running back play edge to Brenna. And I'm going to end up probably giving the slight edge to Brenna overall. So I'm taking Brenna to get to 500, and Jeremy kind of a lot like last year. Rough start. Hate to see it. He's not even here to defend himself. Last matchup of the week is a battle of 1-0 teams. Adam with a very impressive win last week, and Shane took advantage of the cripple. Not beating, I believe it was Jeremy or something like that. But let's look at the quarterback battle here. We got Jane Daniels tonight at Green Bay against J.J. McCarthy. Sunday Night Football at home. Give me J.J. McCarthy in that matchup, honestly. Sunday Night Football, he's going to be jacked up, ready to go, especially after that fourth quarter comeback in his NFL debut. Yeah, I like the Vikings, man. I like the Vikings. The NFC North is just, it's good, right? It's good. So I like the NFC North tonight and Thursday Night Football, and I like the NFC North on Sunday Night Football. Because of that, I'm going to go with McCarthy over Jaden. Running backs, here we go. Barkley against Henry. King Henry against Cleveland or Barkley against the Chiefs. Both running backs are going to have a great game. I'm going to go with the Stallion, though. I'm going to go with the Bull. I'm going to go with Derrick Henry on the or at home against Cleveland. I think Derrick Henry is going to have another monster week against the defense that is suspect of sucking, to say it nicely. And then next matchup, we got Chuba Hubbard against Travion Henderson. Chuba at Arizona, Henderson at Miami. Give me Henderson there. Dolphins are the worst team in football. Tyreek Hill, yuck, against Drake London, questionable. Drake London's playing Sunday night. He did practice limitedly today. But yeah, it's going to be, it looks like the coach expects him to play. So I'm going to expect London to be on the field on the road at Minnesota. I'm not taking Tyreek. He looks terrible. The Dolphins look terrible. I don't want no stock in him. I believe he's being investigated again for another domestic violence. Yeah, want nothing to do with Tyreek or the Dolphins. Wide receiver Judy or Pickens. Judy's going to be playing Baltimore. I'm going to have to be throwing a lot to play catch up with Baltimore. So it's going to be Judy in that matchup. The rookie Loveland against Tucker Kraft. Give me Kraft, mac and cheese. Let's see here. Flex position. Let's see what we got here. Neighbors against Sutton. Neighbors for sure. Going to be passing a lot against Dallas. Give me Neighbors. I believe Bland is also hurt for Dallas' secondary, but I don't know if that will really matter for him. But yeah, give me Neighbors. Keenan Allen or Ricky Pearsall. Purdy's not even going to play. Give me Keenan Allen. Steal of the draft so far. Rams D or 49ers D. Toss up Coughlin, Little. I don't really care. I am going Adam in this matchup. I like Adam's team so far this season. Power rankings as of right now going into week 2. You got Jim at 1, Drew at 2, Adam at 3, Bird at 4, and me at, or no, sorry, Shane at 5. Uh, yeah, questionable power rankings, ESPN. That's not my power rankings. I don't have power rankings yet. But my God, everybody, football is back. Happy I could do this. Sorry, I was looking down all the time, and I was, not really prepared. But